Hello, Aaron Shiner here. Welcome to another how-to video for Jigglar. I'm really excited about today's video. This is a template that we've been working a long time on to bring you, and that is the marketing menu template. This template has one simple mission, and that is to help you illustrate, demonstrate, and relay the importance of having the right marketing for a property when it goes for sale. We've always got two options, and that is, do we want to present a plan that's going to help us win the business and get that property on the market? Or do we want to present a plan that's actually going to help us get that property sold for the most amount of money? And having the right marketing menu in place is the key to allowing us to do that. Let's face it, you can't sell a secret, and this marketing menu ensures that you and the vendor are on the same page around what the level of marketing should be. It clearly and precisely outlines how we're going to invest that money and why we should be investing it. And the best thing about it is, it's giving that vendor the Goldilocks model or the triplicate of choice model, or good, better, best, where we're giving them three options. In a lot of agents marketing, we give them the option yes or no. In this model, we give them three options. A gold, silver, bronze, level 1, 2, 3, whatever you want to call it. And here's the best thing. If they pick one, they win and you win. So I want to get into it a little bit, but before we start, you're going to find this new template in Get Listings. Okay, so it's in the Get Listings tab, and you're going to find it in like the landscape section, and the landscape is typically right down the bottom. So you're going to have to scroll a little bit. So if you're in the US or you're using letter, then you'll find it here. And if you're using the A4 format, you'll have to scroll a little bit further, and it's just down here. So landscape A4 and landscape letter is where you will find it. But it's pretty self-explanatory why you want to use it. It's realistically going to demonstrate to a client, which way that they should take their property. Because as we all know, we in marketing are like John West. We want to reject the rest and only bring the clients the best. And what I mean by that is, you want to be able to look your seller in the eye and say, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, I've got all the money I could for you and I'm leaving nothing on the table. And that's only achieved with an outstanding marketing campaign. So, selling, just offering it to the database is not exploring every avenue. Offering it to your hot buyers is not exploring every avenue. Like, if we want to go and catch big fish, you're not going to do that by, using a handrail off the wharf. The way you're going to catch big fish is by hiring a commercial fishing charter and dragging the nets. And this is exactly what having the right marketing plan is going to allow you to do. So you can look your vendor in the eye and say, Mr. and Mrs. Vendor, I believe I've left no stone unturned. If there was more money out in the marketplace, we would have found it. And this is what I love so much about this marketing menu. It allows you to put these dialogues that I'm sharing with you to a template. These are the things you can say, Mr. and Mrs. Vendor, if I was recommending this package for my mum or a family member, this is the one that I would be recommending. Instead of you having to make it up as you go, they're clearly outlined. So as you can see, what I would recommend is I'd be changing the levels from 1, 2, and 3 to gold, silver, bronze, or platinum, diamond and gold, or whatever. And then what you want to do is sort of, fill in the total value of what everything's going to cost. So what all these items are going to cost, what's the total value, what's the discount that they're going to receive as a bulk package, and the total that they're going to pay, or that they're going to invest is probably the key word. So what's their investment down the bottom? So you'd write that down. So you'd have the investment for each one. And obviously you always want to make the second package the best value package, the biggest saving, the best value, because it's like a bell curve. And we always know that the one in the middle is always going to be the most popular. So make sure you stack the deck in that favor, because most people don't want to be seen seen as cheap and go with the bottom package. And a lot of people will say, is the top package necessary? But if you can make that level 2 package really good value, you're going to have a real good percentage of conversion and a great buy-in. So that's how it works. You fill in the description of all the things you're going to do, total up the value, let them know what they're going to save, and then also what they're going to invest down here. So then over the page, now by the way, we all know by now, you can change the colors to suit, you know, your brand or your look. I shouldn't have to go into that, but you can customize it. You can change out the background image, you know, if you shall choose. But then let's just take you over to page 2, which is probably doesn't need much explaining, but I'd like to discuss it with you regardless. So let me just zoom in a little bit for you. That should about do it. Okay, so once you've got an agreement, then you can pick what package they're going to go with. You'll simply tick that, okay? Client's details go in there. Then how are they paying us? Are they going to pay via EFT? If so, here are your bank account details. So that is the agency's bank account details that should go in there. Are they going to pay by check? If so, that's great. Then you can supply them with the check details of your company. Then if they're going to pay via credit card, then obviously it's just as simple as filling in the credit card details and a signature. You should also probably add, is it a MasterCard, a Visa card, or an Amex on there, so we can tick which one. But then lastly, are they going to pay up front? Are they going to pay on settlement? How are they actually going to pay for it? And then these are your terms and conditions. We've deliberately left off the terms and conditions because I think that's realistically an agency policy thing. You've got to come up with your own terms. Are your payments on request, on settlement, up front? You've got to figure out how you want to do your terms. But once you've sort of completed and finalized your terms, then you would have the client sign or initial and initial the terms. So there you have it, guys. There's a marketing menu. The best part about it is you can jump in, edit this, make changes to it as you see fit, and go from there. Anyway, guys, I've enjoyed making this video for you. Now, over to you. Jump in, create this marketing menu, add it as part of your listing presentation, use it as a visual aid, and start increasing your minimum spend, because here is what I know. When we market properties effectively, by default, we market ourselves effectively, and it's a strategy for building momentum. The best agents around the world use this marketing tool to get premium prices for their clients and leverage the marketing to make sure that their profile grows hand in hand. So get in there, guys, start using it, and I'll speak to you shortly. Bye for now.